Dean?
Yes, sir.
So today we're gonna talk about soundproofing to make things just a lot easier to deal with.
That was a powerful special effect.
There you go. And it's all done without special effects. And soundproofing, I'm assuming is, well, I know for me it's hideously, horribly important because there's nothing like those paper-thin walls where you can hear everything that's going on next door.
It is. It's hugely important because unlike our eyeballs, your ears, you can't close them. We have no mechanism for just closing our ears unless you stick your fingers in your ears, and then you can't get anything else done. So sound is constantly bombarding us. It's something that people constantly complain about, always, whether you live in an apartment or a noisy neighborhood or just you've got someone in the house, there's a room in the house that makes a lot. Sound is a huge issue, and yet so many people, I would say most people, skip right over it in terms of thinking about sound when they're thinking about their remodels or their renovations, because I think it's for two reasons. One is that architecture is such a visual medium. You get caught up in how's that going to look, what's that going to look like in light and so on, and rightly so. But so we forget about the sound. And the other thing is I don't think a lot of people know that there are a lot of things they can do about it.
Yeah, that's I think the secret here, because when you tell me, and of course I've been a builder, a bad one. I worked my way through law school as a contractor, as you know, a bad one, which is why I became a lawyer, because I got tired of being sued so many times. I decided I was going to do the suing. And to me, it was when you're building or remodeling, you just put up the double wall, okay, with insulation, which effectively soundproofs. But that is when you're actually building or tearing down a wall. And that was sort of soundproofing to me, and just insulation, and that was it.
That is still one of the primary techniques. And we're sitting in a room right now with double walls. Double walls are a critical part of finishing out a soundproofing scenario. But you got to have room for them,
right?
Right?
Because you
live in a big house,
because you're losing 4 inches.
You're actually losing about 6 inches, because it's not just wall backed right up against a wall, but it's 2 walls with an airspace in between. So you're going to lose that. It's a lot of square footage that you're losing on a room. And it's a lot of extra lumber. And again, if the house is already built and it wasn't really designed for that in the first place, so it can be problematic. So there's a whole list of things, starting from very simple things that a homeowner can do all the way right down to, hey, we want to build a sound studio in a room.
So let's do this. Let me take a quick break, and I want to come back and start from simple to more complicated. And what I want to do is have you talk about people who already they're not going to remodel, they're not going to rebuild or build. They have their walls, they have their home, they can hear what's going on in the bedroom, and what do they do about it?
And they're not liking it.
And yeah, and they're not liking it. Oh, yeah. We'll be back with that. All right.